degree, about your contribution back to the martial arts. At 6th degree, it's about your contribution. 7th, 8th, 9th, and so on and so forth. What'd you do to help somebody else? One of our basic things that we require for 5th is that you have been a part of 600 members testing in the martial arts. That's the minimum for 5th degree. Now, good news is you have some time to get there. So if you're thinking, oh, it's too much, I don't know if I can do it, don't worry. You'll get there, I promise. They've had to create black belts. Yeah, I think we got that as well. And obviously, these guys are school owners, CIT, staff members, all this stuff. It's all great. This is where this comes from, though. It's not one person. It's never been one person that got it to where it's at. A lot of you that are here, you're here. How many of you guys happen to see us on Google or Facebook somewhere? I'm just curious if you actually remember. A couple of you guys saw it on Google or Facebook somewhere, right? You're here because of him. He got your attention. Master Bedore has helped create the opportunities for many people to be able to come into the school. Help build this name and this brand to something that's, again, beyond what anybody could ever do by themselves. There's 2 belts on there. And, I said there earlier, there's 3 belts that really stand out in the martial arts. Your black belt, that's one of them. Your 3rd degree black belt, that's one of them. And your 5th degree black belt. There's one more, but I haven't gotten there yet, so I can't tell you about the experience. But the 5th degree black belt is a pivotal belt. The 3rd degree black belt was a pivotal belt. My black belt was a pivotal belt. And yeah, it's pretty exciting. I am honored. I've been in your corner for fights. I've been through multiple promotions. I have been every step with you through this journey in martial arts, and you have the same side of mine, been by my side through everything. And thank you for everything that you've done. You go, man. I know. I'm trying. Man. Again, this is something that couldn't have been done without your help and contribution to this. Thank you, Master Bedore. I'm going to give the floor just a couple seconds here, and then we're going to wrap up the promotions. Let's pass it over here, Mr. Landon.
So I have been very blessed in my life to have Master Donnie as my instructor. For those that don't know, he's also my dad. And and not a lot of people know this. Martial arts saved our family. We have been through some tough times. Very honored to have you as an instructor, as someone to look up to, as someone to look forward to in my walk of faith, but most importantly, I'm very honored to be my dad. Love you, and I thank you for everything you've done for each and every one of us. Couldn't have done it without you. Someone very important in our family's life. This is Mr. Chuck. He is TXBBA's chaplain, but he's a really, really good friend of the Bedore family. He's seen us through those dark times. So, sir, what was yours?
I think when I think of a moment like this, and I think of everybody who's been very patient sitting here watching your child or your husband or whoever you're watching, and going that extra mile. And then I think about all of the owners, the instructors, and the people that have poured their life into this to make it something useful for you. It wasn't without cost. And and it wasn't without sacrifice. But it reminds me of a poignant spot in a movie. In the Two Towers from Lord of the Rings, Theoden has watched the ravage of Rohan and Helm's Deep. And he says, so much death, so much carnage. And Aragorn looks at him and says, ride out with me one more time. Let's ride out to meet them. And at that moment, how many of you remember what happens? They bust the gates, they ride out on horses, and they begin to win the battle. But it was all because a man of integrity said, ride with me one more time. Person sitting to your right and sitting to your left, they need to hear those words from you, because those words are birthed from a man like Master Donnie, who will ride with you, because that's his heart, that you be a success, to become greater than even he is today. You can rise to that. You can ride out again. You can be what you seek to be. But you ride with a man who leads you by integrity, who calls it the way it is, whether you've done great or you haven't. Because that's what friends do. They tell you the truth. And when they tell you the truth, they still love you. My life and Master Donnie's life paralleled in a lot of ways. And we've both been through some difficult times. But the one thing we did, no matter how dark it was, when you reached over, he was still there. And in the good times, you reach over, and he's still there. That's what a man is. That's what friendship is. That's what integrity is. Those are the things you hold dear. And that is what will cause you men and women to rise up, to be examples in your schools, in your homes, to follow his example, Master Nick's example. Rise up, ride out one more time, and never give up on that person that's sitting to your left or to your right, or look behind you. Look at the people who supported you to get you where you are. Ride out one more time. Be a man of integrity. Show people the way. Be a leadership. Be the one who says, Master Donnie, I'll ride out with you again. Sir, I love you.
I always love reading this from the top, as these words are very powerful. By the authority granted under the Constitution of the governing body of Texas Blackfoot Academy, hereby confers upon Donnie Bedore the rank of 5th degree black belt. Sir, please step forward.